What's up, everybody? Today we're back with another video from the Chess Drop. Today I'm going to be showing you 5 simple but effective ways to trap your opponent's queen. Let's get into it. Okay, first we'll be with the black pieces. It'll start e4. You will play e5. Normal stuff. Knight f3, knight c6. You've probably had this in a lot of your games. Then the bishop out. Bishop c4, classic Italian. And then instead of the normal move, you are going to play knight d4, jumping forward and attacking him. Now, what most people will realize is this pawn undefended and this bishop here. So if they take, it's a double attack here with one defender, and the queen would have to defend. So they take. Now, we do not defend this square. We actually make it look like we blundered. But no, they did. We play queen g5, attacking this pawn and the knight. Bad arrow. And then, so they're already almost lost here, because if they take, they think they fork my rook and my queen, another bad arrow, then we're the ones in trouble is what they will think. But when they take, we will take that pawn. And if they take us, let's say they took us, we would take them, and they would have to block like this. We could check like this. They blocked like this, and we would go on to win a nice game, like so. Push our pawn, check, and then check, and a simple mate a few moves later. So, what if they don't play that? What if instead they, when we take, they play the rook over here, rook f1, looking to not let us get in and take the rook because our rook is still hanging. Well, in that case, you take the pawn with the check. Now, if the bishop blocks, you get this hilarious smothered mate. The bishop can't take because it's pinned to the king, so they don't want that to happen. And their only other option is to block with the queen, in which you will take. They will take back. You can take this knight and go on to win up a queen. Now, if you cannot win a game up a queen, I'm sorry. You just have to quit chess. There's nothing better for you. So, that is that opening trap. So, that's opening number 1. Let's go to opening number 2. Okay, so here we got opening number 2. Another game for black. Starts with d4 this time. So, if they don't play e4, we have a trap for d4 as well. And I will show a trap for white later, so. And then you will play the England Gambit, e5. When they take, you will bring out your bishop, just normal development. And one quick mention, in most of these traps, I'm showing the most common move played. Like their opponent, I'm showing the most common move played. It's not just by complete luck that they're going to play this. It's the most common move, and it's trapped a lot of players. I believe one of these has trapped over 33,000 players. So, anyways, continue. They will defend their pawn, not wanting you to attack it. Just attack the pawn anyway. And they will take and let them take. Actually, here, you will pre-move, or most cases, like if you're playing blitz or something, have this ready, and as soon as they play it, drop it, making it look like you pre-moved or something, because then they'll be like, yay, free knight, nom nom nom. But then, you hit them with this. Sacrifice the bishop. King can't come here because queens are here, and the only move is to take the bishop. And in that case, they lose their queen. So, get completely smoked there. And if they don't take, well, yeah, that's that. But I don't know how you wouldn't resist a free knight, especially in a blitz game like that. Or even rapid, it'd still work. Low elo would work incredible. So that's queen trap number 2. Let's move on to number 3. Okay, so now I've got a trap for the white pieces this time. Today, the first move, we will play an odd move. We'll play knight f3 to start. Kind of an odd looking move because, well, why would we not move our pawns or something like that? Another bad arrow. Then they'll play d4 or d5 because they don't want to play e5 because then we could capture it for free. So we push now and just give a free pawn. Looks kind of weird, right? But when they take, the most common move, once again, we push the knight here. I'm the f7 weak square for the king, and attacking the pawn. Most people will defend the pawn. Again, the most common move because they don't want their pawn taken. And now we will play this, d3. It is another move, attack the pawn. Most cases they will take. And then you take back with the bishop. The goal is to get this open file with the queens looking at each other and the bishop ready to sacrifice on this square to open up the diagonal or the file to take the queen. Now, the most played move here is getting rid of this annoying knight because people don't want any like alien gambit sacrifice stuff. So they will kick away the knight, which is a blunder because you sacrificed the knight. And then they can come forward, but however, you have a checkmate in 7. After check, they have to come forward, and you can just take their queen right then and there. But you have mate after takes with the knight, check, king comes forward, pawn, and then you just have checkmate. After a few moves, you will continue to harass the king in the center, and they're completely cooked. So very effective as long as they attack your knight. Because if they don't attack your knight, and let's just say they develop, and you sacrifice, well, then they can just, when you go here, they can just take. And you can't go here because they can just slide right back. You could sacrifice here, but then they're not forced to take. They could just, they could take, but now the queen's defended. So, that's that. That is trap number 4. That's trap number 3. Let's move on to trap. Okay, so back with trap number 4. And we got another opening for white here. Some of you high-low players may face the Sicilian defense, like this, e4, c5. Well, play d4, attacking the Sicilian right out of the gate. When they take, the most played move, I believe, then you will play c3. And then, almost all the time, they'll take. And then, knight takes c3. Then they will play knight c6, normal developing. You will play knight f3. They will play d6 because they don't want you to push the pawn when they bring their knight out, because then they would have to move it. So, you play bishop c4, standard developing move, and they bring their knight out. And now, you will still play e5, because when knight takes, it's a mistake, because you take back with the knight. Knight takes e5, and when the pawn takes, you sacrifice the bishop on f7, and once again, they're forced to take, and they'll lose their queen. So, that's another trap. That's trap number 4. Let's move on to our 5th and final trap. The trap number 5. Okay, we got one more trap for black in this position, and I will show it to you. But before I begin, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Comment down below what you want to see next. Thank you. And now let's go to the next this trap. So they play e4, you play e5, and this will be for against the king's gambit. Some of you might not like that when they push this. It's just annoying and kind of aggressive. Now you will immediately strike back in the center with d5. They will take d5. E takes d5. And you will not take back with the queen. In fact, you will offer them another pawn. You play c6. They will take, and now you'll take back with your knight on c6. They will play knight f3, developing their knight because they don't want any of these checks. And now you push the pawn to e4 to attack the knight and go and kick it away. Now they don't want to go back because normally you don't want to bring a piece out and then put it back. It's a waste of time. So they will come forward. They will play knight e5. Now you will play bishop c6, just developing, completely ignoring the knight. And most people love to play this move because it pins the knight to the king, adds pressure because there's 2 attackers and only 1 defender. So they will play this, and you just ignore that and develop your knight on f6, your other knight on f6. Now, what they will realize is after takes, they forked us. And they will take back, we'll fall into their fork, I'll show you why. It's very nasty. They take, forking us. Make sure you block with the bishop on d7. That's important. And now when they take our rook on a8, do not take back. That is a waste of time. Instead, play the stunning move, bishop g4, completely trapping the queen inside the pieces. The queen is completely stuck. It can only capture, and yeah, it can only capture. Nothing can get in the way, and that queen is hopelessly lost. The best move is just takes, and we will take back. This bishop is still hanging. They might check or something. They might even take the pawn, but you can go up to win a comfortable game. You could like pin it, and they wouldn't want to move or they would defend it because now it's undefended. You can check and completely annoy them. Now, those are the 5 traps for winning queens in the opening. And yeah, so once again, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.